So ठीक है, I've gone live on YouTube. Let's see. I hope it ends up working. Let's see. किधर है मेरा YouTube? Okay. I'm sorry for the delay, but technology, as good as it is, sometimes it can be a pain in the rear to get it right. I'm sure we all have experienced it. Okay. I can't hear me yet. Okay, I could hear that. सही है, ठीक है, चलो. Great. So we're live on we're live on YouTube also. Welcome everyone to Stock Markets with KR. Welcome to our live stream. बात करते हैं आज निफ्टी बैंक निफ्टी की along with your questions also. So मैं screen sharing start कर देता हूँ. I can see already some comments about the market have come in. So I'll just check that out in just a second. यहाँ पर if I go, we can see the global market is going flat from the past 2 days, and I guess it is impacting the Indian market as well. Okay, so global market में है ना एक ऐसी चीज है, or rather there are multiple things, but the one giant big you can call it an elephant in the room is actually the US interest rates. So I believe tomorrow is when the announcement is. आज I believe 7:30 बजे यूके का हमें अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट या कुछ आने वाला है. So see, that is probably not going to affect us, but again it sets the tone for how the rest of the market might move, and the rest of the economy how it may move. Because बात ऐसी है कि देखो अभी if we are continuing to see employment challenges, if we are continuing to see a high interest rate environment, so fundamentally any financial market, whether you talk about stocks, cryptos, fixed income markets, forex markets, all of them will have their own inherent impact. So thanks Ravindra for upvoting the channel. I appreciate it. So they'll all have inherent sort of characteristics, और वो हमें पता चलेगा when the interest rate actually comes in. So right now what the expectation is that plus 50 basis point plus 50 का hike expect कर रहे हैं. So if that does happen, if it is as expected, then ठीक है, maybe the volatility goes away and then we finally see the trend resume either on the upside, or maybe we see more of a sort of correction. But in case let's say 50 की जगह they do a 40 basis point, or 50 के जगह they do another 75, then in this case we will see dollar becoming stronger and we will see the equity markets going down. In this case we will see dollar getting weaker and we'll see equities doing better. So कुछ ऐसे देखना है हमें. So yeah, that is how it would work. And again, that is I think the big elephant in the room, which is why many stocks, in fact many currency pairs also are not moving that much, because again it's a very important this thing. And in India हमारा, I think we've got our inflation numbers that are due today or tomorrow. So inflation की वजह से again it will affect our markets also. So है fundamental चीजें हैं थोड़ी, उसके वजह से prices are like this. Banking stocks performed well, especially Yes Bank. Yes Bank का I don't know what's the scene. Yesterday Mint or Money Control or someone had said, why is Yes Bank up 20% in 2 days? I did not really bother clicking on the article, to be very honest with you, because after a certain point I don't track these stocks. I know I'm probably not going to end up trading in them, तो track करके मतलब नहीं रहता, to be very honest with you. So I don't know कि उसका क्या scene है. It's something that can very easily be googled. So if you are curious, you can Google. I know this is a very half-assed sort of thing to say. I understand that, but अभी बात कैसी है कि you can't keep a tab on everything in the market. You can only keep a tab on a few select things, and then you focus completely on those. So I would say that is a better approach, because again, that's what I've been doing. If the US market is flat, will it affect IT sector? उतना बड़ा impact नहीं आता, नीरज. I get what you're saying. In fact, I have mentioned that multiple times in our streams and videos also. But just because US market is flat doesn't mean our IT sector will be flat. Our market in general might be flat, or it might not. So if you try to find the statistical significance, you won't find much. So बात वैसी है. Now I think 8 minutes past 3, we can just quickly analyze the markets and we can get back to our good conversations. So यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं, this is Nifty. If you recall, we were talking about 560 as a level earlier, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हम लोग देख सकते हैं ये एक fib extension है. Again, fib extension अगर आपको बनाना सीखना है, you go on any of my video. I'll show it to you later on, but the first link in the description will be the video on fib extensions. Very useful tool overall. तो हम लोग ने यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा retest देखा, we saw it sort of simmering here, but while simmering, the pot broke. The vessel broke, और हम लोग ने एक downside fall देखा, retest देखा. Then yesterday on Monday, when the markets finally opened, over the weekend also sentiments were flat. So अगर आप मेरा swing trading opportunities video देखते हो, उसके अंदर भी मैंने mention किया है कि at that time I believe SGX was around 559. Of course, this is 18,559. So it was going to be a flat open. On Monday for us though, it ended up being a negative open, but prices were able to recover. अभी वो same momentum we are seeing a follow through, prices have recovered. But मेरा view क्या है right now? I feel the most threatening place where Nifty can just reverse is this level right here. Reason में इसे थोड़ा सा नीचे, if I just make it more accurate, like so. Why is this band an important resistance in my view? क्योंकि हम लोग देख सकते हैं यहाँ से from 18,120, I'm not sure how many of us have been following the market since 18,120, but सीधी बात है, we've been doing our live streams since then, so if you have been watching, then you must be knowing कि 18,120 एक important level था. हम लोग ने पहले भी बात की हुई है इसकी. Retest के बाद, after 18,120 was retested, we saw a sort of rise. We saw a new high being created, correct? 18,800. वहां से हम लोग ने थोड़ा सा यहाँ पे एक pause देखा. And यहाँ पे, if you actually see, I'll remove the drawing, I'll remove the marking for a second so we can really zoom in and understand what I'm trying to talk about. यहाँ पर हम देख सकते हैं that after the rise, the market sort of stagnated a little. It stood its ground, और ये वाला जो जोन था 660 के आसपास रहेगा ये. यहाँ पर हम लोग ने एक रीटेस्ट के बाद सपोर्ट देखा, करेक्ट? सो क्लियरली यहाँ पे there was some action happening, there was some buying interest here, but the very next day we saw a gap down, और हम लोग ने फिर वो लेवल को तोड़ा ही नहीं. So this is just I'm using several sentences, many words, but what I'm trying to say is very simple. I'm trying to say is कि maybe ये resistance हो सकता है. Whether you look at the 1 hour chart, जहाँ पे again I'm very confident that you will find this level here, as you can see, or you take this level here which is at 700 Q just ऊपर. So ये सारे levels आने वाले हैं. Now for Nifty, even though it's managed to recover from the lower levels, I feel the real challenge will come here. So even though हम लोग देख रहे हैं हाँ lower level से recover किया है Nifty ने, and yes, things are looking not as bad as they were last week, I still believe that the story is yet to really develop. हम लोग देख सकते हैं the recovery has been good, but still let's see how it goes, because I'm not quite convinced just yet. I feel there is a very good chance we might see another sort of round of selling, because up until now that is how the market has been. आप कोई भी previous highs ले लो. I know I'm rambling on here, so please bear with me, but I hope these rambles will also add some value to you. But यहाँ पर भी अगर हम देखते हैं, it made a high, retested, and then it fell. यहाँ पर भी if you see made a high, retested, यहाँ पर भी. So it's a pattern of sorts, and again if that pattern repeats itself तो शायद हम लोग अभी खतरे के बाहर नहीं हैं. So I would still say let's see how it goes. Very importantly, let's see how the market responds to the fundamental events that are happening. Okay. So okay, next let's switch to Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty देख सकते हैं trading at its all-time high right now. Again, it should come as no surprise. You can see this is where it's at. Practically हम लोग देख रहे हैं नवंबर के बाद, अक्टूबर के बाद से पूरा नवंबर और till now, December का 13th, we have not seen a single red candle. It's been all green candles on the weekly. And right now also we are trading at the all-time high. So why is this? Because banks are better, as we discussed. आप लोगों ने ही कहा banking sector is doing well. If I just pull up my watch list, we can see here HDFC Bank is positive, not by that much. We can see it's come down. We can see some other banks are also positive here. ICICI Bank is positive, again, not by that much. But as a whole, we can see the sector is doing good. So which bank exactly is doing well? हम अगर यहाँ पे NSE की website पे जाते हैं, it will make our job much easier because we can simply see which sector is doing well. यहाँ पर हम लोग देख सकते हैं PSU banks have done very well. PSU banks में भी कौन सी बैंक है ऐसी? I will just select Bank Nifty and we can see here the exact list. So yeah, Kotak is also positive, but I'm trying to tell you the exact list. So यहाँ पे है PNB, which is up 3%, IndusInd and so on. So that is why we are seeing banks performing better than the rest of the market. The rest of the market looks like this. Now very interestingly हम लोग देख सकते हैं India VIX has fallen again. India VIX is now at 12.8. Generally low volatility environments में technically if you consider it shouldn't really be a concern, but when the IV is this low, option prices tend to be very sideways. So if you are looking at buying options, especially if you are looking at momentum based option strategies, whether you are looking at naked option buying or something, in those cases आपको शायद थोड़ा सा ऐसा लग सकता है that यार it's not really moving as I would expect or as I would want. So that's going to be my view on the market as a whole. So individual stocks we can look at. So Kotak की बात की थी किसने? So let's look at Kotak. What is it doing right now? Now Kotak का भी, now I'm not sure how many of you have been watching for longer, but मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ that every stock has its own personality. So what do I mean by that? यहाँ पर हम लोग देख सकते हैं कोटक बैंक की पर्सनैलिटी कैसी है. Okay, what the personality of Kotak is like. First thing we can see, it's been moving in this range. So practically 1750 से 2000 के range के अंदर it's been moving. Another thing that we can notice इसकी उसकी आदत है, it will either consolidate or it will fall before going up in a way that will really test anyone's patience. So अगर आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हो, we saw rally, fall और यहाँ पे we can see a lot of noise happening. So even though the direction was down, many people might have really liked this phase when the prices were going up, पर फिर से नीचे again went up and then again यहाँ पे retest, went up from this general same level, again fell down very sharply, went up, fell down. It's gone up. Now maybe it has started falling down. So I would personally not look at Kotak when it's in this down cycle. Maybe if it is going to respect how it has moved earlier, अगर यहाँ पे आता है या यहाँ पे आता है, maybe then it is a better pick. Because at least if we see how it has moved in the past, so not looking very confidence inspiring to me at least. Okay, let's look at some other stocks here. Reliance देख लेते हैं. Reliance कैसा लग रहा है? Let's see, I'll just zoom in a little and we can see Reliance is also, Bank Nifty आ गया यार, ये क्या हो रहा है? Yeah, Reliance is looking like this and we can see Monday को थोड़ा सा gain किया था Reliance ने, and today it is trying very difficult to sort of hold on to the momentum that we saw on Monday. हम लोग देख सकते हैं that the bulls are sort of doing their level best to hold on to those levels. In fact, if we see the intraday chart, हम लोग देख सकते हैं that from here we saw some sort of sideways action, then it went up. Now we are almost in a sideways range. Maybe this is a distribution phase for it intraday, or maybe it's trying to accumulate enough strength. Either way, I feel as long as we are holding above this level, which is around 2620 or so, I feel it is okay. एंड ऑफ कोर्स अगर यहाँ पे हम लोग रफली ये वाला लेवल तोड़ते हैं, then it might be a bullish sign. So let's see how it goes. Again, as many of you all might know, I'm not very big on patterns and all, but कभी कभी जब patterns कुछ हमें दिखाने की try करते हैं, it is good to just understand how the price is forming at that stage. If India VIX is down, then the market volatility is less, right? So there are two volatilities. One is India VIX. Two is implied volatility. So अगर हम लोग implied volatility देखते हैं, implied volatility indicates something very different. If we consider option prices, implied volatility is the option price के हिसाब से volatility. So a more accurate representation of volatility that people think is happening, like think is there, is IV. So वो चीज आप देख सकते हो. Otherwise, yeah, in general, if we just look at VIX, so VIX typically ends up being high when the market is low, and VIX typically ends up going down when the market is up. Today market is up, correct? 110 points market is up today. Let's see. Yeah, market is up. Nifty is above 18,600. We saw a gap up open also. That is most likely why India VIX is down. So India VIX ka pattern in a way is relatively predictable. IV might not be. IV ka utna easily, I don't think it's there on NSE's website directly. Let's see. PNB is backed by JP Morgan, right? I'm not quite sure. Must be. Let's see. Is this the right time to invest in Kotak Sagar? Again, not according to me. So Samay was asking about fib extensions. So Samay, fib extensions, if you want to see, you go on any of my YouTube videos, any of them, including this stream that will be there. So if you go on the live, then including this stream that is ongoing right now, you go on any video. First thing you do when you go on the video is that you like the video and you subscribe to the channel. Okay, and once you're done with that, you click in the description and you check the first link. So when you check the first link, you will be taken to this video, My Secret to Identifying Resistances and Setting Targets Like a Pro. ये video के अंदर you will practically get everything that is important for this thing, fib extensions. And I'll share this link, so it's easy. When will Nifty reach 19,000? देखते हैं, it is 400 points away. 400 points is nothing. It is less than 2%, right? Or around 2.5%. So for all we know, Arjun, maybe it reaches 19,000 in December itself. That's a likelihood. Daily chart अगर देखते हैं, 19,000 is here. So all we need is maybe 3 or 4 good days, or maybe even 1 or 2 very good days, and we are at 19,000. अभी क्या वो होगा नहीं होगा, no one will know, right? No one will know, because it's impossible to predict the markets. Maybe the people who are actually moving the market might, but the most important thing that we need to consider and we need to understand is how the market is reacting to the fundamental events that are going to come in. So मैंने जैसे कहा, रेट हाइक हो सकता है, rather रेट हाइक ही होगा, बट कितना हो रहा है उसके ऊपर, प्लस आर इन्फ्लेशन. Because let's say that the market reacts favorably to both those things, तो यहाँ से एटलीस्ट यहाँ तक तो पहुंच जाएगा very easily. In fact, it might just be an overnight thing that we go from here to here, because it has happened in the past. यहाँ ऐसे पहुंच जाएंगे. Then it becomes just a matter of one candle like this and we are set. So see, those things have also happened. When and if it happens, no one knows. But I would say the chances are there, given that that's the kind of sort of environment that we are in right now. And in case you are curious, by the way, which economic calendar I use, again, this is not a sponsored segment or something, but I do webinars with XM. You can see this is my name here, which is why I'm sort of openly showing you this economic calendar. But you go on XM, you look for the economic calendar in research and education right here. एक बार वहां पे जाते हो ना, make sure your ad blocker is disabled. So you will have to make sure that your ad block is disabled. Ads नहीं दिखेंगे, but ये pop-up जैसे आता है ना, so you will have to disable the ads for that. And then it becomes very easy. You just go यहाँ पे high impact डालो, all countries में US select करो, and you will get which this thing is there. So here we can see US inflation rate at 7 o'clock. And 15th ko hai. So 15th ko the interest rate decision is there, Fed conference and all. And remember we were talking about this thing. Remember we were talking about Indian impact. So India में अगर हम जाते हैं, we can see inflation rate है यहाँ पे. अच्छा, that is 14th November, which is अच्छा, our inflation is out then yesterday. What is it? Minus 0.11. So for us, I mean the impact of this as such, इसका impact क्या है? That maybe RBI might go easy. Maybe RBI might go easy on the rate hike going forward. क्योंकि हम लोग देख रहे हैं that the estimate was 0.4. The forecast that was there was 0.4% inflation month on month. But actually prices have fallen, which means that there is a slowdown in the economy. So Nikit, that is how it will impact. कि अगर slow down हो रहा है, then maybe we will see a more lenient stance by RBI going forward. Lenient मतलब they'll probably hike the rates less or they'll let them be. तो अगर वो होता है, then again Nifty might go up. So in general, अगर मैं आपको बताता हूँ, when the rates go up, okay, equity comes down and forex goes up. When the rates go down, equity comes up and forex goes down. So this thing I've explained in another video also. मैंने उसकी बात भी की है. But this is the general funda. And this is called hawkish. So in the news, you might have heard of the word hawkish. And this is called dovish. Okay. Of course, hawks and doves are both birds. So yeah, this is... I just thought कि ठीक है, निफ्टी और बैंक निफ्टी तो कितना एनालाइज करेंगे, राइट? वी डू इट एवरी डे. बट आई थॉट कि ये भी फंडामेंटल थोड़े से फैक्टर्स भी देख लेते हैं, सिंस इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर अस टू नो. वी गार्ड ना, वी गार्ड देखेंगे हम. वी गार्ड डेली चार्ट. वी गार्ड पे व्हेन वाज द लास्ट ट्रेड? अच्छा, looks very very choppy. I thought कि last trade ही हुआ ही नहीं है, but yeah, it's happening at least. Not a particularly good stock, I'm afraid. So in my view now, if prices are able to cross this barrier, I would say all the way from around 260 to 280, which is a very wide gap. It is what 15-20% का gap है. So it is not a joke, this gap. But अगर ये zone in general वो comfortably clear कर पा रहा है ना, let's say something like this, then I feel V-Guard has a short, medium to long term, technically speaking. Otherwise here we can just see this trend line coming into play. और ये trend line से already it's bounced up, so I don't really see a very good opportunity here as such. Okay, let's switch back to Nifty. Market is about to close, right? निफ्टी देखते हैं, बैंक निफ्टी देखते हैं. निफ्टी is coming down, last tick, let's see कितना नीचे आता है. For banks, we can see again banks are also coming down. अनुराग, एक्चुअली स्टॉक्स फॉर शॉर्ट टर्म टिपिकली मेरा प्लेलिस्ट क्या एक सीरीज रहता है. अगर यूट्यूब पे जाते हो ना, देन यू विल सी दिस सीरीज हियर. यू कैन सी एवरी संडे इट कम्स. पर ये टाइम मैंने क्या कहा है, दिस टाइम देयर इज जस्ट वन स्टॉक दैट इज ऑन माय लिस्ट, एंड दैट इज आल्सो बिकॉज आई वांटेड टू हैव एटलीस्ट समथिंग देयर. इसके लिए मैंने रखा है, and that is this one, Dr. Reddy. Apart from that, this is my entire watch list. आप देख सकते हो. I'll scroll through it a little slow अगर replay या कुछ देखना है. Because other stocks are not very well placed. Plus, जब मार्केट में कोई बड़ा न्यूज है या बड़ा फंडामेंटल इम्पैक्ट है, मुझे रिस्क नहीं लेना, which is why I did not share a laundry list of stocks this time on that video series. Right here we can see Nifty, and very important of course, why? अगर हम लोग हाई देखते हैं, then Nifty is high is 43,983, 43,983, which is of course just 7 points away from 44,000. So जो लेवल पे सेंसेक्स रहता था पहले, वो लेवल पे अब बैंक निफ्टी आ गया है. करेक्ट? या डिवीस इज ऑल्सो गुड. डिवीस के भी मैंने लेवल्स बताए. आई थिंक 3400 के ऊपर इज व्हाट आई हैव सेड इन दैट वीडियो. सो देख सकते हैं. एनीवे द मार्केट इज शॉर्ट नाउ, एंड वी कैन सी लास्ट में थोड़ा सा सेलिंग आ गया है. सो लेट्स सी हाउ दिस इम्पैक्ट्स द मार्केट गोइंग फॉरवर्ड. 15 तक, then in that case possibly we'll see some sort of volatility or some sort of indecisiveness, since that is when the result is. And yes, US का interest rate है, India का नहीं है, but obviously there will be some or the other impact because of it. So yeah, that's that. Any other questions? Can you give levels for tomorrow for Nifty? Sure. I'll switch to 15 minutes so it's easier to see the previous older data. Main level मेरे हिसाब से जो रहेगा, first is this one, 670 के आसपास. Next is 720 के आसपास. On the support side, maybe we can expect something here, and then maybe we can expect something here. So these would be some levels that I would personally watch out for. यहाँ पे जो आप देख सकते हो for Nifty, हम देख सकते हैं कि this zone in general has also been quite important for us, but that is where Nifty is at. अभी 5, which level is this? This is what, 560. 560 के बारे में we've already spoken. ये नहीं, ये करना है, right? 560. So let's see how it goes. Can we expect the market to be bearish tomorrow? Not sure. I feel right now तो क्या है, if we see 560 as a level being held, then my bias would be bullish. But अगर 560 टूटता है, then I feel 500 retest is very likely, and then maybe we see a bearish bias in the market. So yeah, that would be my view. Okay, let's see how it goes. Thursday, by the way, generally हमारे streams होते हैं every Tuesday and every Thursday. This Thursday there won't be a stream because I'm out. So आज सिर्फ हमारा ये week का सिर्फ Tuesday को stream था. Maybe I'll do some videos or something in this week that you can consume. Again, if you want to check out the videos, make sure you are subscribed on YouTube, And also make sure you're following me on Creator so you don't really miss any live streams that I do. क्योंकि अगर ऐसा लगता है चलो लाइव स्ट्रीम करते हैं, let's talk about the market, let's talk about the environment, shouldn't happen that you miss them, right? Thank you so much, Balaji. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate all of us for sticking through and attending today's live stream. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. So thanks everyone for attending, and I look forward to seeing you in the videos and next week in the live streams. Thank you very much. Happy trading, happy analysis, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great week ahead.